Hello, my name is Lisa Nebeker and I am an online math instructor with Idaho Digital Learning Alliance. Today I'm going to talk to you about the whiteboard tools that are available in Microsoft PowerPoint and in Microsoft Word. Let's first take a look at those tools in Microsoft Word. So in any Word document, along your menu at the top, there's an option for Draw. If you open that menu, it provides you with a variety of pens, pencil, and a highlighter. You can add as many pens as you want, and when it says add pen, you can add a pen, a highlighter, or a pencil. You can add them in a variety of colors so you can have them on hand, or you can take a pencil or pen that's available already and change the color to whatever suits your needs. You could also change the size of that pencil to whatever thickness you would like your line to appear as. You have an eraser so you can erase any mistakes you have. It will erase the entire element as you click on it. If you're in the drawing mode with the pen or pencil, if you want to exit and go back to editing your document in a normal way, you simply click any key on the keyboard and it will take you right out of drawing mode, and you can go right back in by clicking draw and then the pencil. In my classroom, I like to use this to create study guides or examples for students who may not be able to take notes, because I can write directly on top of the document and show them by hand how to work through a problem. It seems to be a bit faster than having to type every single step out using the keyboard. Off to the right here, we have an option to draw with the trackpad on your laptop. When you turn that on, a square comes up on the screen, and as soon as you touch the trackpad with your finger, it starts to write. This is a little more cumbersome for me. I haven't practiced with it much. You might try it out and see how it goes for you. It uses your finger instead of a stylus right on the trackpad for your computer. I haven't had a lot of luck with it. Like I said, I just haven't practiced a lot with it, but it might be something that's a good option for you. If you want to exit that trackpad, again, just click any key on your keyboard and it will take you right out. When you've finished annotating your document, you can save this as a Microsoft Word document and it will preserve all of the annotations that you have there. If you're wanting to share this with a student or even annotate their work in Microsoft Word and share that with them, it will save everything that you have written on their document for them to see. If you upload it to the Google Drive as a docx file, it will preserve those annotations as well. If you convert it to a Google Doc in the drive, it will save your annotations, but it may not keep all of your formulas and things that you have on the slide. So if it's just written text, it should work out just fine. So in Microsoft Word, we do have a drawing tool that writes directly on the document. It has multiple colors of pens, markers, and highlighters available. It can be saved with its annotations as a Word doc, and it can also be saved with its annotations and uploaded to the drive. Now we're going to take a look at Microsoft PowerPoint and the options you have there. Here I have a PowerPoint that I've already created for my class. If I want to present, this gives me the opportunity to draw directly on the screen as I'm presenting to the students. You can see you have the same pens that are available in Microsoft Word with a few extra tools over here on the side, and we'll talk about those. I like that it gives me the option to write directly on my PowerPoint that I've created without having to convert it to a different format to present to students. I also like that I can then save the PowerPoint with all of the annotations as notes. It's good for math or science because you can work through problems on the board with your own handwriting. You can write out equations, you can draw shapes and symbols, you can write text, whatever the purpose of your lesson is. It's an excellent way to be able to present, similar to a doc camera or a whiteboard. Now if you're using the drawing tool and you want to exit at any time, you just click any key on your keyboard and it will take you right out. Then you can go back in by clicking the draw option and draw again. Now I promised I would talk about these tools over on the right hand side. It can take your handwriting and it convert it to math. If you were writing an equation, if you drew a shape, it will make it a nice cleaner shape, and if you were writing words, it will change it to text. Now I'll show you what these look like. They're not the most seamless tools I've found with higher level mathematics. My math symbols don't always translate over correctly, and if you have a multi-step equation, it doesn't always translate correctly either. So I think these are a little bit of a work in progress, but they're fun, and if you want to play with them to see if they work for you, that's a great idea. So all I would do is write on the screen, and then you select the lasso effect, and you want to select all of the text that you want to convert, and then I click on Ink to Math, and it will take my ink and change it into typed format. I can do the same with this shape. I select the lasso effect, and then with the lasso I want to make sure I get the full shape that I'm trying to convert, and then click on Ink to Shape, and it cleans up that shape for me. You can do the same with the text here as well. You capture it with the lasso effect, I missed one letter there, and then click on Ink to Text and it will type it out for you. You can see there it didn't understand my handwriting correctly. Instead of hello, it put health. So it's a work in progress, but it's an option that may work for you. When I'm finished with my presentation, I can save this with all of the annotations. If you save it as a PowerPoint, all of the annotations will remain. If you're wanting to upload it to a Google Drive to share with someone else, you will need to save it as a PDF. If you save it as a PowerPoint, the annotations will not remain when you upload it to the Google Drive, so that's something you would just want to be aware of. With Microsoft PowerPoint, it has that nice drawing tool to write directly on the slides with the different colors of pens, markers, and highlighters. You can save your annotations on a presentation, but again, if you want to upload to Drive with annotations, you must save it as a PDF. If it's converted to Google Slides, those annotations will not remain. If you have any questions about this or any other remote learning topics, please check out our eDay support for IDLA. The website is right here, edaysupport.idla.us. It's a live help that's available from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Time, Monday through Friday.